Hello world, this is Daniel from Nerds with Academy, and today we're going to be continuing our Star Control 2 / Ur-Quan Masters playthrough. One thing is I actually did turn on the voices back into the game, so this should work now.
Captain?
I did that mostly just so that we can, it'll be a little bit easier on my voice, is my plan. And so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for me to play and not just put up, one thing every month. Okay, so last time I took my notes on my amazing 3x5 note card. And so we know from the Ilrath that the Precursor in the Gickless sector, or system, and we also know that we need to explore Sol and the nearby systems just for minerals and stuff. And I know that Mercury and Venus are kind of shitstorms, and so I'm just going to go straight to Mars and start mining stuff. So again, this is sort of the introduction part of the game where you spend a lot of your time mining and just getting little bits of money in order to upgrade your ship and to build new stuff. This usually lasts for the first, I don't know, 5 or 10 hours of the game, and it's really dominated by this mini game where you just sort of go to the different planets and just sort of have a jolly old time picking up bismuth and potassium apparently. And we can do some, aluminium or aluminum, depending on where you're from in the world. Let's see here. So we don't have very much fuel, though, so I think I want to make sure that we... That was stupid. I want to make sure that we get enough fuel, or that we get enough resources. This is probably actually a mistake, because this is going to cost me a fuel unit. Yeah, we're actually going to lose money on this one. That was stupid. But yeah, so the goal of the game again is to the very beginning. You just want to spend some time and just sort of have a jolly old time exploring the solar system. It's quite peaceful and serene, especially with the nice relaxing tones. And I'm not even particularly a peaceful or serene person in the most part. I'm generally pretty uptight. But I think we already did Jupiter's moons, so let's go ahead and go to Saturn. I think nailed it. Yeah, let's go to Saturn. I don't know if these planets are useful. Obviously, Saturn is not super useful for mining, unless you're mining some, I don't know, helium or something. Titan, let's see. So it's weather class 3, tectonics 2, so it would be doable. There's not a huge amount here, but again, I just kind of like to mine out systems as much as I can, because it doesn't take a huge amount of time before you actually can upgrade your ship entirely. Especially once you start destroying enemy ships. In fact, you don't have to oh, that sucked a lot. You don't even have to do much mining. You can actually farm certain enemy ships, but that's stupid. Yeah, let's go back to this ship. We lost a couple dudes. It's probably worth our time to jump back down, I think. I'm not sure if I should... Wow, really, weather? You guys are jerks. I don't know if it is worth it to go back down and bury them here. I think these are worth like 2 apiece. So that pretty much paid for itself, but we didn't get very much from it, unfortunately. Okay, so Saturn's good. Let's go ahead and check over here. Yeah, so it's interesting because this is one game where it's actually totally possible to not move fast enough and then lose the game. You have several years to do that, though. Triton, huh? There's basically nothing here, but we'll go ahead and just, we might as well go ahead down here and pick up the stuff just so we can say that we have been to Triton. It's probably a pretty nice place, really. I mean, if you're into, stuff. If you're into sort of, actually nice sort of pink color on the planet on this one, I've got to say. Yeah, this planet was totally not worth it. Oh, we got some potassium, though. So our muscles won't cramp up as much. There's some banana plants on Triton, apparently. Okay, so we did these 3. We need to go do the green one and then Pluto. Pluto's kind of annoying in this view because it's actually the purple thing over here, but we're going to do that one last. But yeah, so we'll do... Oh, okay, apparently Uranus doesn't have any moons. Or Uranus. But yeah, so Pluto is totally a planet in the Star Control universe, so that's exciting. I know it got demoted to dwarf planet after my childhood. There's some minerals, and there is an energy signature. So, spoiler alert, I knew that was going to happen. I like how there's a radioactive thing here too, the Zo crystals. Okay, let's see here. Oh no, we took damage. Mayday from the surface. We have come under fire from an alien vessel we found hiding on the surface of Pluto. Captain, they killed Kowalski, Fritz, Chin, O'Donnell, and Luigi, and all 3 of the Lieberman triplets. We have returned fire, but the stunner can't penetrate the ship's hull armor. We are initiating emergency launch procedures. That seems reasonable to me.
Attention, a big, mean, hostile alien vessel hovering overhead in an obvious attack posture. This is Spotty, Captain Whiffo.
Hello, Whiffo.
I know you are going to torture me, so let's just get this over with right now. The coordinates of my homeworld, Spottywa, are 241.6 by 368.7, and the ultra-secret Spotty cipher, which is known only by me and several billion other Spotty, is Happy Muffy Duffy. Sorry about that little mistake with your landing vehicle. I was so startled when it approached my vessel in a threatening manner that my automated defense systems fired on it when it got too close. I hope nobody got hurt.
We come in peace and mean you no harm. You attacked our lander, prepare to die. No, let's go ahead with attention vessel. Identify yourself or be destroyed.
Of course, I said I am Captain Photo of the Spotty Lordship Star Runner. Our sensors have tracked your entry into the system, which you are no doubt here to conquer.
Yeah, conquest.
And while you are certainly welcome to do so, we would be greatly appreciative if you would please just go away and forget this star system ever existed. If you don't go, it will greatly complicate our who stationed us here to watch over the Earthlings.
So we suggest you immediately perform whatever cultural practices are customary for your species preceding death. We understand that sometimes these tragic misunderstandings happen. We grieve, but we are not bitter.
Phew, thanks. For a minute there,
I'm sure you'll feel a lot safer if you were here with us. Come on, Whiffo, join our fleet.
I really want to, but I am just not sure that under the present circumstances, joining you in your exciting and also dangerous space adventure would be the best
Yes,
course
danger.
of action right now, because the Ur-Quan could return at any minute, and the punishment they would bestow on me for such treason would make any other horrible death seem like big fun by comparison. Thanks for the offer, though.
Where are the Ur-Quan now?
Our masters don't really keep us very well informed about their goings-on, so that all we know is that immediately after the subjugation of the last Alliance race, the Hut, I think, the Ur-Quan gathered their dreadnoughts and departed for the edge of the galaxy, commanding us to obey the slave laws or face their wrath when they returned.
Do you know anything about the other, what are you doing here on Pluto?
20 years ago, this region of space was dominated by a loose confederation known as the Alliance of Free Stars, which was composed of the aliens native to these parts who did not want to be enslaved.
Seems
They
reasonable.
made a valiant effort against the superior Ur-Quan forces. It even looked like they might miraculously defeat the combined Ur-Quan armada, right up to the point
Like
at
when
which
the-
indeed annihilated them.
That's one of my favorite. So what are you doing here on Pluto?
When the Ur-Quan armada entered the system to subjugate formerly the Earthlings, the Ur-Quan presented the humans with the standard slave options. Join the hierarchy as combat roles and retain some autonomy, including the right to travel through space, or become a fellow species and return to pre-atomic savagery on the surface of their homeworld, encased for all time beneath an impenetrable force shield. The humans chose the latter option, and so were swiftly imprisoned on the surface of Earth. But the Ur-Quan didn't trust them to obey the restrictions, so they chose...
Why would they do that? We're very trustworthy.
...combat starships from the Inlight and Spartan fleets to create the so-called Earth Guard and station them at a base on Earth's moon.
So tell me, what are you doing on Pluto? Now! This game is so great.
Because with each passing day, we grew more and more worried about the sneaky Earthlings making a surprise attack. The
Yes.
kept telling us that it was impossible since the Earthlings had no ships or weapons whatsoever. That made us feel a bit better, but when the Ur-Rat left, again we grew fearful and decided to make a strategic redeployment to Mars. Then we decided it would be prudent to relocate to Jupiter's moon, Ganymede, then later Saturn's moon, Titan, and finally...
Was it Titan or Triton? I might have said that wrong. What happened to the Ur-Rat station in the system?
Ur-Rat contingent were supposed to be the toughest ridge crest, the most rigid flipper, yes, the backbone of the Asgard force. But they departed the system en masse not long after the last Ur-Quan dreadnought vanished from this region of space. They claimed to have received a direct order from their gods of evil and darkness, who had grown dissatisfied with the Ur-Rat's passivity and wanted them to kill, or at least torture someone soon. Personally, I believe they just
those spider guys.
went up to have some fun.
Yeah, those spider guys are pretty awful.
We decided that if the Earthlings figured out we had abandoned the base on Luna, they would be more likely to try something sneaky. So, we rigged up some old service androids and ordered them to drive around on the lunar surface in bulldozers, endlessly pushing around the same piles of dirt. In addition, we connected the base's local radio transmitter to an audio Melnorme fun rum called Winkle's Happy Night, hoping they would think we were still there.
So basically, they hijacked a bunch of ships, or they programmed the lunar base to push things around, and then they hijacked the Melnorm signal of some old TV show. It sounds like. Okay, let's see. When do you expect the Ur-Rat to return?
Well, when they were pushing up into hyperspace 18 years ago, we asked that very question, and I think they said something to the effect of real soon.
Okay, fair enough. What happened to the other spaffy ships?
Over the past years, it became necessary to redeploy strategically some of our Earth-powered forces to our homeworld in case of a sudden surprise attack by a vicious, unrelenting alien race which we spaffy call the Ultimate Evil.
Who or what is this ultimate evil?
As yet, the Ultimate Evil remains largely unmanifest, and its powers and exact intentions are still a bit obscure, since it lurks just outside the range of even the most sensitive long-range detectors, which we feel gives conclusive evidence as to the Ultimate Evil's nefarious.
Okay, fair enough. How many?
That is to say, scores and perhaps even hundreds of...
How many crew do you have?
...stride through the corridors of this specially modified, super-efficient, mass-destruction-oriented starship, which could lay siege to an entire planetary system should we choose to do so, which, fortunately for you, we have decided not to do today.
Hundreds? Come on.
I am undone. You are far too clever for a poor spaffy like me, and now I must submit to your superior alien intellect.
Oh, we're so humble too.
Many truly important secrets if I tell you that each of my species' lunar-class void ships typically holds 30 spaffy crewmen, though at present my vessel, the Star Runner, is not up to full complement due to the needs of my homeworld in their resistance against the Ultimate Evil. And in fact, my vessel is somewhat understaffed right now, seeing as how I am the only spaffer on board.
Oh no, he's all alone.
As I am sure you can understand.
The galaxy teems with threatening monsters. Are you happy here, alone and vulnerable?
How true, Captain, how true! In truth, just between us, during the past 7 years, I have been quite...
Oh god, he's been by himself for 7 years.
Now, I find myself enjoying your company. This witty dialogue, and the presence of your huge, powerful, death-dealing starship, which, being my friend, you would certainly feel compelled to use in order to save me from any hostile life forms who threatened me with death.
Why don't you join our fleet then?
Happy days and jubilation!
Nailed it!
I discard all without prejudice and headed his hand and accept and celebrate your offer of protection and your undying commitment to my well-being.
Why, thank you, Fliffo.
Melancholy for just a moment, though. And make sure you understand that any other spaceships we meet at large in the galaxy are not going to be quite so responsive to your friendly gestures as myself, since they bear more heavily the yoke of Ur-Quan enslavement and are also apt to talk themselves out of allying with a totally unknown alien, which I, having been left here alone, cannot do.
Yes, so now we have the Spathy ship, and the Eluder, which is the class that they have, is really good. Actually, do we want to go to the stars? Yeah, so we also know, so what did we learn? We learned that Huffy Muffy Guffy is the secret password, and we also know that their home world is 241 368, I think is what he said. So it's like right in here. It's in Gickless. Yeah, 241 368 7. Yeah. So we learned quite a lot, and we got our dude, and we could go to some nearby systems. We could go to like Beta Wolf maybe, or down here. I know this is Gickless, I think, or this is Centauri. Or Gickless is down here. Is it further down? Yeah. So we know that the Pekunk are down here somewhere because the Ilrath, the spider guys, who are jerks over here, they're the ones that are dealing with them. They're killing off the Pekunk. So let's see. What else is there? I think that's pretty much all that we know so far about the world. Although you can see that the map is pretty big, and spoiler alert, there are a lot of other aliens out there that we'll get to meet here in a little bit. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about the voices. Like Fliffo is a little bit annoying. The Starbase Commander is pretty good. We could go to like Beta Wolf. The reason why I don't want to go to Alpha or Sirius because it's right next to us is because it's very hot, and so hot stars generally have they have nastier effects on the planets in general. So it takes us 2 fuel to get over to Alpha Lyrii. That wouldn't be too bad. Like maybe go down here to Gamma Centauri because we're only about half full on our thing. Actually, let's go to Beta Wolf first. That sounds like a fun starship adventure. And so right now I'm using the autopilot, and the reason why I'm doing this is your fuel gets consumed extremely fast when you go to hyperspace, and so I almost always use autopilot unless you're just trying to avoid an enemy, because otherwise, welcome to hyperspace, guys. But yeah, if you don't, you'll notice our fuel ticks down very quickly, and so it's very bad, especially if you're just sitting there wasting. Also, time moves very quickly in hyperspace. Well, this was a bust. Okay, let's see. Oh, I might as well go to the planet though. Let's see. Check out Beta Wolf here. Again, like I know that you can go online and get you can get like lists of what planets are good and all this other crap, but I kind of like to explore and just do it myself usually. Beta Wolf Planet 1. Let's check it out. What do we got here? That looks pretty bad. Class 3 tectonics is pretty good. It's pretty shitty. We might as well dispatch, even though I think these are corrosive elements, and so I think they're not very good. But we're probably only going to go to this one and Alpha Wolf, and we're in Beta Wolf right now. And so, at worst, we can dump some of this stuff off. We can dump some of this stuff out, and so, okay. I think that's everything. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go to the star map again, and now let's go to Alpha Wolf here. But yeah, see the thing is that it takes a lot of time to travel through hyperspace, and so that's one of the reasons why you generally try to go for the systems that are close by first, because the way I like to play is I like to spend about the first year or so of the game like building up my ship and building up my fleet, and by that point usually you have enough money that you can sort of travel hyperspace more freely and your ship is sort of medium upgraded. You transition from being from basically being like a cargo hauler to being more of a dreadnought to kill, or to like a battleship basically. It sort of depends on how you play though, and also like again, like I've played the game a lot, but I don't remember what system has what. Okay, so we're gonna check out this place. This place looks good. Alpha Wolf 3. The reason why I didn't go to the other planet is because I know from the size of it that's just a gas giant, and so Class 5 tectonics. That's pretty bullshit. Okay, Those red minerals are worth a lot, though. The other thing we could do is we could just drop down and then pop back up, like almost immediately. Let's see how bad it is on the surface. It's pretty bad. As long as we pay attention, I think we can do this, though. Magnesium is tasty. Whew. Moves the jukes. I think we're gonna do one more. Let's grab this one here. So the reason why I didn't pick up that red one that I was right next to is because your lander can only hold so many minerals, right? And so I wanted to make sure that we, because this is worth more, I wanted to make sure we didn't lose any of that iodine. I think it's worth more anyway. I can never remember what the... There's some acronym that they use in the game to tell you what stuff's worth, but... Yeah, so this is 5. This is not terrible. Okay, so I think we're just about out of storage space. You can see because just under my where it says crew 34, like you can see there's a little blob thing there's a little bar there that fills up as you run out of space, basically, in your storage containers. Let's see. Ooh, this planet looks purple world. This planet's not super wealthy, but I might as well drop it. It's got low gravity though, so it's a pretty easy way to get down here. But yeah, so the other thing is that it uses fuel to it costs you fuel in order to land on. Also, I was apparently not paying attention because this looks like 6 tectonics. Is that right? There's 6 tectonics, guys. Get over there. Maybe not quite that much. It's pretty bad though. The weather is the worst one though, because the lightning strikes just hit you basically, and so you're always kind of in trouble. It's plus 5 tectonics. That's not bad. Okay, so we cleaned out this one. I think we can only do. I don't know if we'll even be able to finish off this planet here. Noble world. Ooh, noble worlds are good. These noble elements are worth a lot. I don't know that we don't have much space though, so it's a small planet. It's a light planet too, which is good. It's almost no power, or no fuel just to get down here. Yeah, xenon's worth a lot. All the stuff's worth a lot here. We haven't found any like aliens yet though on the planets, because like sometimes you can actually capture these aliens, and that gives you this biological resource, which is kind of a currency that you can also use in the game. Krypton, not very much krypton. Kryptonium. Nailed it. How are we doing? Dispatch. We still have at least one more full load, so we should probably try and find a planet. Hopefully we'll get a few hundred from this. I don't know, or maybe a couple. If we get like 1,000, that would be nice. I think there's another planet to the north. Yeah, we'll check out that other one. Yeah, so clearly we need to get more turning jets, because right now we want like thrusters as opposed to turning jets. Ooh, that gold planet might be nice. Let's check out this one first, though, real quick. Also, we're kind of low on fuel. There's an Azure world. Oh, it's got biological things under. That could be useful. Let's see what it is. It's class 4 tectonics. That's not too bad. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Let's get away! Get away! Get away! Get away! Oh god! Get away, giant monkey! There's too many of them. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, guys. I'm glad that I was like, oh yeah, sometimes there's life on the planets and they want to kill you. Oh, we're leaving. Yeah, we'll come back to this planet later. So that's Alpha Wolf 4. Okay, that's Alpha Wolf 4. And what is this? That's 4A. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. I'm gonna say Bio Alpha Wolf 4A. So that way we know if we need to, later on, if we're stronger, we can go and investigate the planet maybe. Super dense world. Oh god. Anything here? If we dispatch, it's quite a bit of fuel to get down there though. Let's not worry about that actually. Let's just navigate off that super dense world. Another one? This one has a little bit more minerals and stuff on it. Class 5 tectonics, though. I think we'll go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and just see. We're almost completely full. Oh, no. We're almost completely full on our resources, though, so... Just grab some lead. Because obviously that's what the starship needs, right? It just needs huge amounts of lead and cadmium. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. I guess they do. Dispatch. You have at least one more full load, it says. Interesting. Ooh, lots of bio on this one too, but it's pretty. This one's pretty scary too. So I'll also say this is for, what is this? That's 4D. Yeah, so we have a lot of bio that we can come and get later on. I just want to make sure that there's some upgrades you get for your lander, and so I want to kind of grab those first before we try those, just because it's not worth it in my opinion to It's not worth it. Another super dense world. Damn. Nothing. That's not worth it. It's not worth the fuel or the time. So yeah, time passes pretty slowly in regular space, but very quickly in hyperspace. Let's see what we got. Anything else over here? I thought there was one more on this side. Nope, that's it. We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and star map home to good old Sol here. Yeah, we actually don't have that much. Oh, actually, here. We're gonna turn our ship the right way and then star map home. It always exits the system directly in the direction you're traveling, which is kind of silly. Autopilot engaged. Let's just hopefully we can get home. I don't want to deal with the probes yet. There are these probes that hunt you down later in the game, spoiler alert. And they are just a pain in the ass. And by later in the game, I mean, you know, next month. Okay. Oh no, I screwed it up. Oh god, mistakes were made. We really need better turning jets and better acceleration. I normally go more turning jets and not quite as much acceleration, but what are you gonna do? I think we have almost no resources, do we? Starbase Commander.
Good to see you again, Captain.
We have minerals to offload. Do it. What do we got? 500.
Good work, Captain.
Oh no, we got 1,300. That's pretty good.
Be careful out there, Captain.
So we got 1,300 resources, so we should be able to buy like a couple more turning jets and fuel. I think with the outfit. Yeah. Fuel's so expensive. Damn. Other option is to, the other option that we could do is we could grab another storage unit, so that way we could have twice as much stuff on us. That's pretty good. How much are they? The storage bays are 750. I think it's more important to be able to turn first. He says as he takes off a turning jet. I'm just gonna get over here, just for aesthetic reasons. So we could do one extra storage. Well, the thing is, we also need to buy fuel because the fuel's not cheap, right? I mean, we're gonna need to buy the fuel anyway. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy one more jet and then just buy a bunch of fuel. Yeah, I got up to 47 fuel, and then we'll get one more turning jet, I think. Oops. Yeah, losing your lander sucks a lot, especially this early in the game. So yeah, there we go. We got a couple upgrades there, and the main thing is the fuel. So now we'll be able to deal with that. Oh, actually, shoot. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and can we take off a few fuel? We'll take off just a couple fuel, and that way we can upgrade. We can buy crew for the Spathy ship. Actually, this is really important because we want to have this guy maxed out because he's a really good pilot, or a really good guy. Do we want to take off a couple more fuel? I think we will actually. Let's take off like 5 more. There we go. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get crew to our main ship too. I think we can get up to max. We get up to 50. Yeah, have a tiny bit extra. Looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and depart. Let's see here. And actually, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for right now. And I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I will see you guys next time.